The silent predator, unmasking serial killer Pedro Lopez. In the dark underbelly of crime, one name rises above the rest: Pedro Lopez, a name synonymous with unspeakable horror and depravity. Born in Colombia in 1948, Lopez would go on to become one of the most prolific serial killers in history, leaving a trail of unimaginable tragedy in his wake. With evidence suggesting he may have murdered as many as 300 young girls, his heinous actions sent shockwaves through communities across South America. Lopez's chilling modus operandi involved luring unsuspecting victims into his sinister grasp, only to subject them to unimaginable torture and death. His ability to evade capture for years, despite the magnitude of his crimes, only adds to the sinister legend of this twisted killer. Brace yourself as we delve into the dark and disturbing world of Pedro Lopez, a true embodiment of evil. In order to fully understand the life of notorious criminal Carlos Lopez, it is crucial to delve into his early years. Born and raised in the heart of Colombia, Lopez faced a childhood marked by poverty and despair. Growing up in an impoverished neighborhood, opportunities seemed non-existent for the young boy. However, his tumultuous upbringing took a sinister turn as he became a victim of abuse, enduring physical and emotional torment at the hands of those entrusted with his care. These experiences left an indelible mark on Lopez's psyche, shaping his future choices and leading him down a dark and violent path. It is within these formative years that we begin to unravel the complex web of factors that molded Carlos Lopez into the criminal mastermind he would later become. In a small, tight-knit rural town, a cloud of despair hung heavy as the news spread of Lopez's perplexing vanishing. It was no secret that life had treated him harshly. A once jovial man, now reduced to a shadow, the last anyone saw of him was on a chilly autumn evening, where he vanished without a trace. Whispers of a sinister plot filled the air, tales of a mysterious group roaming the town's outskirts. Speculation ran rife, fueling the assumption that Lopez had fallen victim to a ruthless kidnapping. The community, gripped by fear, rallied together, plastering posters of their missing friend on every street corner. As the days turned into weeks, the mystery surrounding Lopez's disappearance deepened, leaving all to wonder if he would ever be found. In the chilling saga of one of South America's most notorious criminals, Pedro Lopez's killing spree began to unfold as he arrived in Peru in the early 1970s. This monstrous predator set his sights on vulnerable young girls, exploiting their innocence and preying on their trust. For years, he roamed the streets, seemingly invisible, as he discreetly lured his victims into his sinister clutches. With each passing crime, the web of terror Lopez spun grew wider, until his murderous path eventually led him to Ecuador. There, his insatiable appetite for violence continued as he sought out new victims, leaving behind a trail of devastation and heartbreak. The timeline of Lopez's crimes reveals a haunting journey of horror, forever etched in the memory of those who mourned the lost souls taken too soon. In the dark underbelly of crime, Lopez employed a chilling modus operandi that sent shivers down the spines of all who heard of his deeds. This predator was a master manipulator, skillfully weaving webs of trust around his unsuspecting victims. With disarming charm and impeccable timing, he would infiltrate their lives, appearing as a beacon of solace in their darkest hours. However, behind the facade of kindness lurked an unfathomable brutality. Once trust was earned, Lopez would unleash his sadistic tactics with relentless precision. Boundaries were broken, bones shattered, and minds twisted by his merciless hands. Through manipulation and force, he exerted ruthless control, leaving a trail of anguish and shattered lives in his wake. In the annals of true crime, there are tales of unspeakable horror that resonate with the dark recesses of the human psyche. Among them, the chilling tale of Lopez stirs a haunting unease. His name etched into history as an embodiment of evil, Lopez is known for his insidious crimes against vulnerable young girls. The sheer magnitude of his malevolence is unfathomable, as the death toll attributed to him soars over 300 innocent lives, each victim, a fragile blossom violently plucked from the garden of innocence, forever lost to the world. Their tragic end serves as a stark reminder of the depths to which a depraved mind can sink, leaving countless shattered families to mourn, and a scar etched into the collective memory of humanity. In the riveting conclusion to this chilling tale, the notorious criminal, Miguel Lopez, was finally apprehended in an unexpected twist of fate. After years of eluding authorities, his reign of terror came to an abrupt end on a remote mountainside in Ecuador. Acting on a tip from a local informant, law enforcement officials launched a relentless manhunt, ultimately cornering Lopez in a rundown hideout. The subsequent trial unveiled a horrifying web of criminal activities, leaving the courtroom in stunned silence. Testimonies from survivors painted a haunting picture of Lopez's sadistic methods, solidifying his guilt beyond any doubt. Justice was swiftly delivered as he was sentenced to a lifetime behind bars, forever removed from society's grasp. Though the nightmare may have ended, the scars left by Lopez's actions will forever serve as a somber reminder of the darkness that can lurk within human souls. In the realm of true crime, few stories have sparked as much controversy and disbelief as the troubling release of Antonio Lopez from prison. Lopez, a notorious drug lord, had been serving a lengthy sentence for his involvement in heinous crimes. However, what raised eyebrows was his sudden extradition to Colombia, a move that left many questioning the motives behind this decision. Rumors and speculation swirled, suggesting that powerful individuals had influenced this unexpected turn of events. As details emerged, it became clear that Lopez's release had far-reaching implications, not only for the countries involved but for the pursuit of justice as well. The circumstances surrounding his release remain a dark stain on the criminal justice system, leaving many unanswered questions and a sense of unease. In the later years of his life, the notorious criminal, Alejandro Lopez, seemed undeterred by his previous capture and imprisonment. He continued to engage in illicit activities, cunningly evading law enforcement agencies around the globe. From drug trafficking to arms smuggling, his malevolent schemes reached new heights of audacity. Unfazed by borders, he hopped from one country to another, leaving a trail of chaos and destruction in his wake. Yet, his reign of terror was destined to end. The long arm of the law finally caught up with Lopez during a daring heist in a foreign land. Once again he found himself behind bars, facing the consequences of his relentless pursuit of criminality. The world breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that this chapter of infamy had reached its final conclusion. As we conclude this chilling account of Pedro Lopez's sinister crimes, it is impossible to underestimate the lasting impact he left on both his victims and society. The sheer magnitude of his actions, coupled with the horrific nature of his crimes, has forever scarred the lives of numerous families and communities. While Pedro Lopez was convicted of murdering 110 children, the ongoing debate surrounding his true victim count continues to provoke discussions among experts. Some believe that Lopez's actual tally could range well into the hundreds, making him one of the most prolific serial killers in history. Regardless of his final number, the atrocities committed by Lopez have served as a haunting reminder of the depths of human depravity, leaving us all to ponder the profound and lasting damage he inflicted upon innocent lives.